into the United States through that southern border. And of course, we have Czar Kamala Harris. This is on her watch. Do you have any idea what the real numbers are?
Well, thanks for having me. You know, it's really hard to tell, but according to Border Patrol numbers themselves, what they report, it's over 10 million since Biden and Harris have been in power. And that's 8 million that were processed, and another over 2 million that are known gotaways, meaning they were caught on a sensor or a camera, but Border Patrol didn't catch them to process them. Now, I totally believe there's many more than that because there's so many that they don't catch or don't see on camera or don't get on a sensor that we don't even know about. And so, you know, the bottom line is that it is because of the Biden-Harris open border policies that we have this major crisis going on at our southern border.
Congresswoman, when did Democrats make the shift? I mean, they used to sound like Ronald Reagan. They used to sound like Donald Trump when it came to securing the border. Now you have the leadership of the Democrat Party advocating, opening up the borders, but nobody's willing to talk about it. Nobody's really willing to defend their actions.
Well, they have gone radical. The Democrat Party, as you know, has gone totally radical. And when their nominee for the President of the United States has changed her stance radically on the border just to win an election, let me give you some examples. So before she was nominee for president, she wanted to close down ICE detention centers. She wanted to defund them. Now she claims, oh, no, I want to expand them. Before she was running for president, she didn't want a border wall. She spoke against it. Now, magically, right before an election, she's all for the border wall and for border security. When she was a prosecutor in California, she wouldn't even adhere to the ICE detainers that ICE wanted her to keep in custody illegal immigrants before she released them. She released them into the public. When she was running for president in 2020, she raised her hand on the stage and said she wanted to decriminalize illegal migrant entries. Now, all of a sudden, magically, she says, no, we need to criminalize them and hold them accountable. This lady cannot be trusted. I hope the American people will open their eyes and see everything that she is saying is a total, outright lie.
We have Congresswoman Debbie Lesko in the center ring. Congresswoman, they're warning that there's another huge wave of illegals coming to the country. We're not talking about a caravan because they're not actually walking across the border. They might just be flying into the country. What is the border app and how many people have used it so far that we know of?
Oh, my gosh. This is the biggest scam on the American people. The Democrats go, oh, the number of crossings has decreased, the illegal crossings. Well, what they have done is just recategorize the people and call them legal entries. So they have more than 800,000 illegal migrants have scheduled appointments using the CBP One app at ports of entry, and then I think it's 97% of them that get approved are released into the United States and considered legal. We believe it's unconstitutional to have this mass parole system. Then in addition to that, another 530,000 illegal immigrants have flown directly into the United States as part of Biden's mass parole program for those immigrating from Cuba, Haiti, Nicaragua, and Venezuela. And I think that's what's happened in Springfield, Ohio, where the population is 58,000, but of that, 20,000 are Haitians that were flown in under the Biden-Harris policy. And you have to remember that President Biden appointed Kamala Harris to be in charge of the border. And since then, it's gotten much worse. She's only been down to the border once for a photo op. She never met with the last two Border Patrol chiefs. I mean, this lady wants open borders, and same with Ruben Gallego. I mean, he's on TV commercials now claiming he's for border security, when all the time when he was in the state legislature with me and now in Congress, before now, he was always against border security. He was always prioritizing illegal immigrants, and now he's just out and out lying on TV commercials saying he's all for border security, and people buy this stuff. It's so disappointing.
It really is, Congresswoman. But we thank you very much for bringing us up to speed with how many people are coming into this country illegally under the Biden-Harris open border plan. That's Congresswoman Debbie Lesko. I tell you what, it is amazing.